I had to make this video. It's just a quick little video about Dragon Age Veilguard. So, um, the reviews were just like absolutely brutal to the game, right? Like, they were absolutely brutal, right? And they were so brutal, in fact, that within the first 2 weeks of the game's release, the game was free, right? Like, they just said, fuck it, here, everybody take it for free. Anyways, I'm going to tell you two of the reasons why that happened. Well, I'll tell you one of the reasons. One of the reasons is there's no multiplayer. Anybody that is a Dragon Age fan, Mass Effect fan, you're going to know right off the bat that that multiplayer is what keeps you playing the game. Okay? Everybody knows that, all right? Okay, that plays. Okay, so now the game itself. If you take out the whole, there's no co-op, right? People were just trashing the game, like the gameplay. Now here's the thing. Yes, there's these weird systems, you know, where if you go like this, you know, you're controlling different people and you can look around the room. And you have to hold down on that button, and that can be quite annoying and finger twisting when you're trying to like use this command. Because look, if you use this command with this command, and it shows you the ones that that will cause a primer and then a detonation, right? Okay, a few simple tweaks in the menu, and I don't know, maybe I'll make a video on it one day whenever somebody actually watched my videos. But nobody really watches my videos. So, until then, maybe if somebody asks me, I'll make a detailed video as to what things you need to change in the menu to make the playstyle like mine. See, I can press the button, look around, I can assign a skill. Well, there's no one here to assign it to. But if, let's say I want to do this, this goes to me, and then I simply click the button again. Now I don't have to hold it. You see what I'm saying? Like your fingers are gonna be all in knots playing after you played for an hour or two, right? See, I'm not holding anything. So you like let go. That's it. Simple as that, right? There's another thing in here that a lot of people didn't like, and that was the parry system. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Even with a adapted like parry system. You know what? Let's just go into it here. Let's just go into the settings that should be changed, right? So some of the main ones are here in combat. Now here's the thing. If you change things to custom, what's going to happen is if you look up here, you've got underdog, you've got there's even another section there. Won't let me get to it, but anyways, so what you want to do is go all the way down here. Oh yeah, this is just another thing. So there's a lot of like visual cues in the game, right? Like telling you to go this way, telling you to pick up stuff here, right? So I changed this to a pulse, a long pulse, so I can get the object glint's visibility. I don't want to miss it. This is just, if you read, changes the distance where glint highlights on the interactable objects will appear. Simple thing, right? Objective marker visibility off. Now, you can pulse it, which is what I suggest you do. I don't know why mine was off. Okay, now, the one thing we were looking for, right here, advanced combat settings. So, what I was getting at was, if you look, all of this, you want it at forgiving, okay? Now, everything else is going to stay as whatever setting you put it on. So, like, let's say you put it on the hardest challenge that you can put it on. And then you change this to forgiving, because the parry window is, and the perfect defend window is not good. Like, not good at all. If you put it on reactive, you're just lucky if you actually get one. So just running on forgiving. As you can see, the enemy damage is still high, enemy health is still high, enemy aggression is still high, enemy resistance is still high, vulnerability is standard. I don't know why that is. It should be, and because we don't want them more vulnerable. The more vulnerable they are, the easier they go down. Because this is actually the highest setting I could come up with. But the combat timing is key, right? Okay. There's a couple other things, we could go over it and whatever, but like I said, if people want to actually make a, watch my videos, I'll make an in-depth video as to what you need to change exactly, so you don't see a bunch of cockamamie on the screen. So, what a lot of people didn't like, and I can understand that, is they almost punish you according to what class you are and according to what characters you like to play with. So, like, if you bring a rogue with you, like, almost like playing with a rogue is like almost, it's kind of like giving you a penalty in a way. But anyways, we'll play.
I'm curious about how your mother categorizes areas of study.
Then go ask her.
What do you think she'd be interested in a cultural exchange?
Sure. Bring Manfred. She'll be thrilled.
There's no need to mock.
Oh, and by the way, these two guys, they hate each other. She is creeped out by his necromancy. Straight up creeped out. I just had to open that door from that side. That's all there was to that. What are you doing out here, man? What is the fuck is he doing out here? So yeah, I'll try to get into some combat as quick as I can. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about with the detonations. The detonations are very clear. You're gonna see them. Oh yeah, let me ping this too. So if I hold up, you see how I pinged it? And it's pulsing. And there you go. And now it's gone. Now, I gotta be careful because I have no healing guys with this. So, we're gonna take down his... Now you see how it says he resists cold? So I need to switch to something else. Now he... So you're gonna want to run toxic now, because you can clearly see he's vulnerable to that. Oh my god, the detonation time is so bad. Ah! I don't think I can kill that little thing. Oh, he blocked my... Boom, bitch! Alright, so, you got to see the combat. Like I'm saying, like, guys... I'll let him talk. Anyways, so, the overall reviews that you read for games, I understand that there's something to go by. I read reviews, I get it. But the truth of the matter is, that is just somebody's opinion. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they didn't spend the time in the game to actually understand that they're trying to show something different. You know what you get what I'm trying to say? Like, there's not too many, like, wizardy games that are in the third person like this. You know, like, there's like Diablo, right? But Diablo's nothing like this. You know what I'm saying? So
that skeleton that used to be a spirit of curiosity is gone.
Our gratitude. The magic animating this haunting is ancient.
The gods stole its slumber.
We've much to examine.
The halls await. There is
see if we
much
can
to
rank
be
up
done.
with him. Yep, we can rank up. So that's another thing, right? So, the whole premise of the story is basically that you're fighting these elven gods that escape from the Fade, right? But here's the problem, they're gods, right? So you have, if you know anything about the Dragon Age, like if you played the single player stuff from before, then you know that in Tevinter, like, no one gets along, no faction gets along with any other faction. So the whole point of this is to bring together all the factions, like the Grey Wardens and the Crows, and bring the there's no more Inquisition, but there's still the Wardens that fought for the Inquisition, right? And all that. So anyways, that's the idea. You know, you come in, you do the missions for these guys. The other thing is, people got confused hardcore when it came to companions, okay? So here's the thing. You start out with no companion, and you have to build the team as you go, and the only way to do that, you know, forward progression, right? So, but what people didn't understand was, if you don't like games that have, like, a lot of dialogue, where the dialogue actually matters, okay? And what do I mean by that? Well, you see this little circle here? This is your relationship with your actual, with your sidekicks. This is directly dependent on how many skill points you get, and there is a part, I think I can show it to you here. So, Nev, if you go to Nev, do you see this up here, how it says she's hardened? She will no longer support me. Like, she won't heal me. So as you can see, I have no heals on her. No heals. Everything is damaged. Because she won't heal me, because I pissed her off. You know what I'm saying? I chose another city to help over helping her. I've put, probably a good 300 hours into this game, maybe more. I don't know. And I'm telling you guys, it's a top-notch game. Like, I don't understand why the community was so brutal, you know what I'm saying, to the game. I know a lot of it came down simply to the simple fact there was no multiplayer. That is literally what a lot of it came down to, and I understand this much, but still, it's aggravating. You know what I mean? That's aggravating. So, all right. Let's continue on. And, really, we don't have to continue on. I just wanted to let everyone know that, this game is not like you think. It is actually quite interesting. The skill tree is massive, and you can go any direction you want. So you can have like up to, what is it, 1, 2, 3, I think 4 ultimates. You can choose between like 4 ultimates. You can run, fire to electricity, to cold. Now this is for the mage, but I think it's all pretty much, as far as the elements, it's all the same. However, if you use, I have not used the rogue class. I've used the warrior class almost all the way to the end of the game, and then I don't know why I do that, and then I stop and decide I want to use another character before I find out what happens at the end, and then I have to start all over. Anyways, so I ran with a wizard. I wanted to see how a mage did, and to be honest, so far, I'm not too happy with the mages, only because, like, they really need to fight at a distance, and some fights are really, really hard to fight at a distance. And I haven't gotten the weapon that I need or the ability that I need where I can get some heals or get like an overguard, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just by, causing damage or what have you. But, we'll eventually get there. So, really, guys, that's all I wanted to show you. You can check out some of the companions. As you can see here, he is a Grey Warden. Emmerich is a Morn Watcher. Harding, she's Inquisition. Lucinus is an Atavian Crow. Nev is a Shadow Dragon. Tosh is Lord of Fortune, but she's really what we call a Canary. We all know that. Balara is what they call a Veiled Jumper. So, and you can see here, it'll show what they do. So, Emmerich here, obviously, he's a mage. Harding's a rogue. Now, I will say Harding's probably the only rogue they don't really punish you for using. Lucinus, however, is incredibly, incredibly dangerous. You can really see him working as a companion. Some of the companions that stand back more, like the mage, and the Harding can do it, but Harding's buffs are better. But so Lucinus, he's all up in their face, even though he's a rogue. He does not use bows, so he's all up in their face, slicing them to pieces. Now, you go to Harding, and she's really not doing much. She's firing an arrow here and there, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not really doing much. Also, let me show you this. Once you get... So there's these missions that are called companion missions, meaning that you just literally go and do a mission with a companion. Sometimes it's nothing but literally they want someone to talk to. Sometimes it's an actual mission. Sometimes it just opens up new areas to the maps, right? Okay. When you get to a certain point, it's going to unlock this, a Vielguard skill. When it does, it is a massive buff, dude. Like a massive buff. I think Harding's, I can't remember what hers is, but it was one of the best buffs I saw. It's on my other account, or on my other character, but Anyways, guys. So that's the video. I just was everybody so hard on such a cool game? Let me show you too. People love to like change their what am I trying to say? Like they love to have a home base. People love to have a home base, right? Well, there's a home base, right? And you go into the home base, and basically, it's a big castle. And these two are debating. We can get into their debate, but we're not gonna. If you hit on the map here, you can see this is one of their rooms. This is one of their rooms. They're all out of their rooms. Don't ask me why. He's the only one in the right room, and so is he. Varric doesn't have much to do with the game as far as I'm concerned. And then there's this guy. He is very, very important. He's the caretaker of the lighthouse, which is this place. And I guess while we're here, I'll show you what I mean, why he's important. So he can upgrade your weapons, okay? And he can enchant them. So if we go like this and we want weak point damage, armor damage, barrier damage, we're gonna go barrier damage. Okay. But that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, now, let me show you the last place real quick, which is where, a lot of people like to be able to change the way they look. I personally have not gotten a lot of the cosmetics yet, but if you come into here, you can see you can go to decoration mode. You can go right here. You can put a little skull down. You can put a little whatever. You can put an elven base down. Why not? You can also go to the wardrobe. And in your common clothes, you can choose to look a little better if you'd like to. Like, let's say Lords of Fortune. I love the way the Lords of Fortune outfits look. They just look good. Okay, let's go with that. Now he doesn't look like such a bum when he's running around, you know what I mean? Okay. But yeah, pretty good game actually. Alright guys, there's much more for me to do, much more for me to explore and do. So I'm going to call that the video for now. Much appreciated. Believe me, do yourself a favor. Play Veilguard. It's a wonderful game. If you like anything that has to do with mages and this type of a game, an action role-playing RPG with a lot of conversation. And remember, the conversation matters, it really does. It really does.
I know. It doesn't make any sense, but it works.
Wouldn't the connection to the lyrium cause...
The veil to rupture? Not if you're careful. Really, really careful.
Rook, good to see you. Belara was telling me about one of the artifacts she calmed. Her manipulation of the Hylic spheres put some circle mages I know to shame.
Oh, that's so nice. Really?
Belara, repairing the Illuvian network alone is worth a thesis.
Now let's see if I get an approval.
5 minutes? You had that thing fixed.
And it's quite a complex mechanism.
Well, thank you.
That said, I've noticed you working at all hours on that artifact.
Really? I don't think it's all hours.
And you're either the first to wake, or you simply aren't sleeping some nights.
Thank you, Professor, but I'm fine. Mostly.
That was really reassuring. Until mostly.
In between the two? It's hard. I've never had a chance like this. This kind of access to knowledge. It's Solus' old home. I want to learn as much as I can.
And we've time to learn it. But in order to do that, you must take care of yourself.
Emmerich's right. Relax. Sleep. You'll work better.
I try, then I start to think I should be doing something. Anything. Then it's 3 hours later, and I'm even less relaxed than I was.
Perhaps I can help you.
With what? Relaxing?
Yes, I can teach you some breathing exercises. The ones we show initiates.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you.
Of course. We must look out for one another.
And thank you too, Rook.
Anytime.
Okay, I am going to relax. Right away. But, first, I had another question.
I thought you might.
Okay, guys, boom. Do you see how we got an approval out of both of them? What that means is, I answered the questions. Now, I didn't know, because I didn't remember from the last time. But I just happened to answer their questions according to their personality. So the thing about Emmerich is he's very, he loves the dead. That's the first thing. So don't talk no shit about no dead. The next thing is he's very prim and proper, right? So everything you say must be respectful. Her, on the other hand, she's extremely ADHD. So she's kind of goofy, you know what I mean? So you want to respond more with the smiley faces, not with the thumbs up, right? Okay. Emmerich, thumbs up. Her, smiley faces. Now when it comes to, let's say the game warden, let me go back to the screen real quick, guys. This video turned longer than I was planning on. Again, it's not like too many of you guys really watch them, but if you did, you'd probably learn something. So, Darvin. Darvin is a freaking monster hunter, and he's also a Grey Warden. They are highly disciplined, and they take no bullshit. So, every single answer, that's if they're like, I don't know, should we go fight him right now? If he has a comment to make, it better be, hell yeah. You want to be stern. You want to have the answer, that's on the bottom where your arms are crossed, where it looks like you're being all stern and shit. Because that's who he is. You get what I'm saying? Now, I could go into the videos even more and tell you how to get more points, but unless I get some comments and some stuff like that, man, why would I even go into all that? So as you can see, Emmerich, just from that right there, I got 2 points. Just from him approving that stupid freaking conversation, gave me 2 points to put in his stuff. And yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take his slow out. I need heals. I need heals from him. I don't need slow down from him. I need straight heals. Let's see. His heals are so garbage, though. Let's see. We'll go with, what do we want here? when activated, 25 mana. Healing bonus. Let's just go. Let's go with the bonus. Okay, and then we gotta change this skill to that skill. Okay, fair enough. Alright guys, that's the video, man. Everybody take care. If we get some likes, some love, anything like that, you know what I'm saying, we'll I'll put some more videos out about the game. It's actually a pretty good game. You know, my whole channel is that's what it's about. It's about playing all sorts of different games, not being stuck on one game repetitively over and over again until you want to blow your brains out. You know, stuff like that, you know. So, alright guys, peace out. Take it easy. Much love. We will see you on the other side.